Hi there, I'm Zoo Java. If you could kindly please just quickly go down, hit the like and subscribe no matter which platform you're on, and also I'm going to leave links to other video hosting sites that I'm on. And the story today. Okay, there was, if everybody has been keeping up on it, a lot of problems with money that people have been donating to the Freedom Convoy for the truckers. And a bunch of people have now gotten doxxed. One of the people one of the outfits, I should say, is a CBC. Yeah, they're going out there and picking up on who it is and calling people up and finding out why they donated and things like that, misrepresenting themselves as the news. If you haven't figured out why people have donated by now, maybe you should just pack it in and wait for this to end. However, what had happened was this lady who owns the Stella Luna Gelato Cafe. Now, if anybody is in the area, please support this place. It is a small family-run business. It supports them. It pays their bills, pays their groceries, etc. And they have some other employees that work there also. Once word got out that they had made a tiny donation, this lady gave a small donation of her own money. Well, once word of this got out, they began getting threats, violent threats. Threats where people would come up and say they were going to come down there and get them. This is what the employees were getting. The employees were terrified, and justifiably so. People said they were going to throw bricks through the window. Yeah. So they had to shut down for a few days and send their employees home just for their own safety. The lady, I'm sure, is having a nervous breakdown. And if she's not, she must be just right on the edge of losing it. And all these threats and everything, I want everybody to keep in mind, these are coming from Canadians. You know, we have a worldwide reputation as Canadians. Oh, Canadians are so nice. They're so polite. They're so kind. They're so caring. Really? Really? Is this the proof of that? Or is this just the fringe? Is this the fringe people? Those people who are just on the fringe? They, to quote the Prime Minister, yes, crime sinister Justin Trudeau said that they were racists, that they were misogynists, that they carry swastikas all over the place, that they are hate-filled. Yeah, that's these people, the fringe. That's how he described them anyways. And they also said that if you're in a group and somebody is carrying one of those flags, then you got to ask yourself, gee, I must be in the wrong group. Something must be wrong with my group. If out of 10,000 people, 10 or 15 show up waving stupid flags. Yeah, I think you're kind of wrong there. Mainly because you said it was the fringe who were like this. Now, up until now, there hasn't been any violence in the protests. None that I'm aware of. I haven't seen any. I've seen kids playing in bouncy castles. I've seen people playing road hockey. I saw people having good-natured snowball fights. I saw people who were actually shoveling the sidewalks so people could get by. Actually saw that. Not just one clip. I saw a couple of clips. I also saw people walking around with big garbage bags cleaning up the mess in the street so that they would leave it cleaner and better than when they first got there. And as a matter of fact, if you go and check, the crime in the city has actually gone down. Now, when the Prime Minister comes out and labels these people like that, you got to kind of wonder, why is he doing this? He just wants to spread hatred, division amongst everyone. He loves that. He doesn't have a good answer for anything. So what does he do? He calls people disgusting names. Yeah, that's what he did. When somebody said, well, they just want to meet with you, I'm not going to meet with them. I only meet with people over causes that I believe in. This isn't your personal country, Justin. This belongs to 35 million people, roughly. And you are supposed to be the representative. What you should have done is gone there and talked to these people. It wouldn't have killed you. It wouldn't have taken too much time out of your day where you're sitting around doing nothing, thinking of ways to screw the entire country. Let me see now. Causes that you believe in. Well, you were down there taking a knee at the Black Lives Matter protest. This is a protest that went all the way through the United States over the course of a year. And what happened? There was over $1 billion in damages. There was buildings being burnt down all over the United States. Cities all over the United States were seeing this. Violence everywhere. There was looting. People were getting robbed. People were getting assaulted. Murders were committed. So this is a cause that you believe in. This is a cause that you think is good and righteous, and you will go and meet with these people. Yeah, but these people here, Freedom Convoy, the ones who haven't caused anything like that. There was a handful of idiots that did something stupid at the War Memorial and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which turns my stomach that they did this. But other than that, I don't believe we've got over $1 billion in damage from these people. And these people are Canadians, and they have an issue with the way things are being run. And you're supposed to be the guy who's running it. But again, by your logic, you said if you're in a group and you turn around and you see people acting in this deplorable way, then there's something wrong with the side that you're believing in. And I'm pretty sure that it was not truckers or people who came to protest that saw the doxing on the Stella Luna Gelato Cafe and said, Let's threaten them with their lives. Let's tell them we're going to come down there and violently attack them. Let's go and tell them we're going to throw bricks through their windows. Yeah. So, I don't know about anybody else, but just on the offshoot of giving anybody the benefit of the doubt here, I can't see anybody who was in the Freedom Convoy, who was in the protest, who would do or say such a disgusting and despicable thing to the people who owned that cafe. So guess what? Decide that you're defending Justin. By your logic, they're all wrong. All of them. Not just a handful who phoned up. Everybody. They're all wrong. And that's according to you. And the problem is also, all of this happened. These people got threatened. Their lives and their livelihood was threatened because of you, Justin Trudeau. You are responsible for this. You better hope that nothing happens to these people, because you started with these people are all racist. These people are carrying swastikas and Confederate flags. Therefore, they're all racist. You started this. You had everybody doing this. You know the ironic thing about all this? I saw people, I've watched loads of footage on this, and Quebec has always been a little bit off to its own because of the section that has sort of got its own life. It's all French in certain areas, and they kind of have this, we're sort of separate from Canada, but we're part of Canada thing. All kinds of people there coming together with everybody across the country. Yeah, that's something else you did. You screwed up big time. You really made a mess now because you want division, and you proved that. You've proven that. When you call everybody names in your country because of a handful of people, you want division. You prove that you want nothing but division. Right now, Justin is hoping and praying for some violence to occur with these police. They're hoping that the people are going to rise up against the police and do something violent to justify this stupid move that he's made with these emergency powers, with his ridiculous henchmen. And what a name, Christia, Freeland. Freeland. A name like that, and you're turning it into a country that is not. So maybe your name should be Christia, not Freeland. Anyways, real reason that you all showed up is my bad joke. Here it goes. Justin Trudeau's wife called her mother up and said, you know, he's not home again. He's always staying out so late. And her mother said to her, well, what's the problem? And Sophie said, you know, I think that Justin's having an affair on me. Her mother went, well, you're always thinking the absolute worst of things. You're just always thinking of the absolute worst thing possible. I doubt he's having an affair. Think about it. He probably got in a car accident. Anyway, on that lovely note, I'm going to leave the interview with the lady who is the owner of the Stella Luna Gelato Cafe with Jesse Walters. I'm going to leave the link for that down there, and then I'm going to leave the links to the other video hosting sites that you can find me on. And until later, have a Java on Zoot.